Hello and welcome. You are with timesofIndia.com. I am Akash Dasgupta. In this video today, I'm going to take a look ahead to match number 9 of IPL 2023, which will feature the Kolkata Knight Riders and the Royal Challengers Bangalore. This is a match that will be played at one of the most iconic cricketing stadiums across the world, the Eden Gardens, on the 6th of April. Match start time is 7:30 p.m. IST. The weather for Kolkata is actually, the forecast is pretty good because there's no rain predicted for the city of joy through the day. The morning, afternoon and evening all clear as far as weather forecast is concerned for Kolkata on Thursday. The high is going to be around 36, the low around 25. Now let's take a quick look at some of the challenges that the home team in particular is facing. Now as far as KKR is concerned, one of the biggest challenges is of course the men that they're missing in their ranks. And number one of course is their regular captain Shreyas Iyer, who also happens to be, at least in my opinion, the best Indian batsman in their ranks. The news coming out of the KKR camp is that Shreyas has been ruled out of the rest of IPL 2023. He might also not feature in the World Test Championship final against Australia, and he will have to undergo surgery. So that's a big blow for KKR. They're already, of course, being captained by stand-in captain Nitish Rana. Another big blow for the Knights is that star all-rounder Shakib Al Hasan has chosen to withdraw himself from the rest of IPL. He hasn't, of course, featured yet for KKR. He will not play any role for KKR going ahead as well because of personal and international commitments. So these are two big blows, of course, as far as KKR is concerned. The other thing that I wanted to talk about is Lockie Ferguson. Will he play the second match for KKR? According to reports, he has recovered completely from the hamstring injury that he was suffering from, but he didn't play any part in the first match against Punjab Kings. Will he play the second one against RCB? Another player I wanted to talk about was Shardul Thakur. Now, he was rather underwhelming in the first match that KKR played. He's a player that KKR traded in pre-auction from the Delhi Capitals, and he was pretty expensive. He was wicketless, went for about none for 43 in his 4 overs against Punjab. He is a player the teams have come to bank on and rely on rather heavily, not just when it comes to bowling, but when it comes to batting as well. He's developed into this impactful all-rounder, and that is the role that he needs to play for KKR as well. Still early days, of course, and KKR will be hoping that Shardul can come good in the matches coming ahead, starting with this one against RCB. Now, if you look back at the last match that KKR played, they lost to Punjab by 7 runs according to the Duckworth-Lewis method. They won the toss, elected to field first, and then gave away as many as 191 runs to Punjab. If you look at the KKR bowling, no one really dazzled for the Knights. Tim Southee was the most successful bowler with 2 wickets, but he was also the most expensive bowler, giving away 54 runs in his 4 overs. Varun Chakravarti, he was very economical, 26 runs in his 4 overs, picked up the wicket of Shikhar Dhawan. And going ahead, they would want Varun to play that role for them as well. They also have a 19-year-old leg break bowler, Suyash Sharma, waiting in the wings, remember, for them. But if you look at KKR's bowling overall, it could struggle big time against the big hitting RCB batsmen. When it comes to KKR's batting, their innings really never took off against Punjab. Openers Mandeep Singh, Ramanullah Gurbaz, who has a T20I strike rate of under 135, they were underwhelming. They will have to watch out, especially for the pace and the incisiveness of someone like a Mohammad Siraj when they play RCB, because these two up top will have to give KKR a big launch pad, because if you look at overall the batting that they have on paper, they cannot afford to falter consistently. Someone has to stand up and play a big knock and put up a big partnership. That is what KKR will want going ahead. Venkatesh Iyer and Russell both scored 30 odd each, but again, not really enough. They need to do more. Nitish Rana made 24 of 17. He needs to get going, especially because in this season he's the captain and he needs to lead from the front. That's what all KKR fans really want to see. If you take a look at RCB. Well, of course, they're looking solid, aren't they? They have hands down one of the best opening combinations that the league has currently in Virat Kohli and Faf du Plessis. Two very similar players, two players who are both very aggressive batsmen. They're both very stylish batsmen, both in their batting and off the field. They're both players who have a lot of captaincy experience under their belt, and they're really clicking together and gelling really well as opening partners for RCB RCB, and they can really put the KKR bowlers under pressure right from the word go. KKR in this context, of course, will be hoping that they have Lockie Ferguson back in their ranks, because with Lockie's pace and just how skiddy he can be, he can trouble both Virat and Faf. Lockie, of course, remember last season bowled the fastest delivery of the league. Another thing that I wanted to talk about RCB was the fact that, if you look at the way they played their first match, as far as I can remember, they did not use an impact player, and that's quite amazing because most teams are ending up using impact players these days. They did not use an impact player, sort of banked on the mantra that go in with your best 11 and hope that they do the job for you, and that's what they did. They were chasing 172 against Mumbai Indians, and the openers themselves scored 148 of those runs. Dinesh Karthik, he'll always be a floater. He's the designated finisher for RCB. Came in at number 3 because the job was pretty much all done by the time he came into bat. He fell for a 3-ball duck. It was an aberration because we know what DK is capable of. He'll, of course, perhaps bat lower in the matches to come. If you look at the bowling for RCB, they used 7 bowlers against Mumbai Indians. Mohammad Siraj, not surprisingly, was the most economical, 1 for 21. They have also the likes, of course, of Akashdeep, Harshal Patel and Karan Sharma, who played the first match as well. And one sort of talking point from their bowling is that Reece Topley, the very tall English fast bowler who played the first match, he dislocated his shoulder. The doctors did manage to pop it back in, but he was taken for scans, etc. So we have to see whether what his status is going ahead for RCB. They also have the likes of Siddharth Kaul, David Willey and Mahipal Lomror waiting in the wings for them. This is also a team that's been hit hard by injuries. Will Jacks, Josh Hazelwood and now Rajat Patidar, they've all been withdrawn because of injuries, but they have made a very strong start to the season, thanks largely to Virat Kohli and Faf du Plessis at the top of the order as the openers. So going by the one match that they've played so far, no real chinks in their armor to talk about as such. The challenge, of course, will be for them to maintain the winning momentum, and that is perhaps something that they know very well. Having never won the IPL title before, they know that once they get on a roll, they have to maintain that winning momentum. The Gujarat Titans really showed how it's done in their very first season last time in IPL 2022. But as far as this match is concerned, RCB versus the Kolkata Knight Riders, my verdict is RCB. I think they are going to beat KKR, even though the Knights are going to be playing in their own backyard in the Eden Gardens.